morning, welcome to Real Real Estate with Paul Renton at Keller Williams First Atlanta. Today I'd like to cover 7 silly mistakes that can be easily avoided when selling your home. Number 1 is price, and pricing too high. 90% of properties are searched online, and if you price too high, they're likely just to skip right past you. If you see a house in your neighborhood or even a neighbor sell before you do, and it's because of price, I would knock on the door and ask them to take you to dinner because you've helped them sell their house. So it's a choice between whether you want dinner or your house sold. Pricing right is the number 1 mistake. Mistaking refinancing appraisals and appraisals in general for market value. No one buys at the appraised value, they buy at market. Market is what someone is willing to pay and what you're willing to sell for. So get a real estate professional to come in and give you an accurate comparative market analysis to show you your market value. Let's look at showcasing your home. A lot of people forget that when someone walks into their house, they're going to be there for about initially 60 seconds, maybe 5 minutes if you're lucky, and they're going to make initial decisions based on smell and sight. If the house smells good and it looks decluttered, they can move around freely, they're more likely to place an offer on your house. Using a hard sell, this usually comes in with for sale by owners, but I do see it when people are listing. If you're going to set some wiggle room or negotiation in your price, then guess what? You're setting up for negotiation. And if you're not an expert negotiator or you can't back up that price, very likely, number 1, pricing too high, they're going to miss your property. And they're not going to want to negotiate. America's not really a negotiating country. We don't haggle over things. We want the best price straight away. So that's what you've got to be able to set, the best price straight away. Okay, being ignorant of your rights and responsibilities. If you're going to for sale by owner, or even if you're going to be using an agent, make sure you understand the documentation, the exclusive listing agreements, the federal laws, the state laws that you have to abide by. You know, these are things that we've got to do so we can go through to a smooth closing and make sure that you stay out of trouble and you get a smooth sale of your home. Looky-loos, my favorite. Usually happens in new construction where builders get excited and chase prospective buyers down the street. If they're serious about buying, they're going to be pre-qualified. And if they're pre-qualified, they're going to buy within the next 30 days. Most looky-loos are actually 6 to 9 months away from buying, and all they're doing is just checking out the market. Again, that raises you false hope and wastes your time. That's the purpose of a real estate agent, is to break down those people and find out who the looky-loos are, who the suspects are, and who the prospects are. Remember, your prospect is ready, willing, and able, and will probably buy in the next 30 days. The last thing that we're looking at is signing a listing a contract with an escape clause. We see this all the time. People listing with friends, or they're listing with someone that they're not happy with. If you list with me and put me to work today, and I don't do my job, an email is all you need to send to fire me. Get me out of that job, because my job is to get your house sold for the most money in the quickest possible time. I don't want you tied into a contract that doesn't work, and that's why these days we're taking about 50% of the listings that we normally would take. It's a business partnership, it's an emotional roller coaster, and we've got to have trust on both sides of the table. So make sure that when you do sign with someone that you have a good working relationship. And if that working relationship doesn't work, just fix it. This is Paul Renton for Real Real Estate. I hope you have a great weekend.